Hello and welcome to another Pauper video. I'm Kalikaiz. Today we are playing Ruby Storm with a JUKE plan. This deck looks to use Goblin and Archimancer and Thornscape Familiar to cost reduce your red and white spells, or red and green spells. So an Archimancer cost reduces red and green. Thornscape cost reduces red and white. We don't have any white spells in the deck, but we do have a lot of red ones. That means that our Ren's Resolves and Reckless Impulses will cost 1 mana. Eventually, the Crossover Collaboration will cost only 1 mana, and then you can teamwork it to make a treasure token after it's resolved, which means it's free. Glimpse the Impossible, costing 1 mana for Ancestral, is quite strong. And then this deck is filled with rituals and payoffs. So Desperate Ritual as a 4 of, Seething Song as a 4 of. First Day of Class gives your creatures haste, and you can put counters on them, or you put a +1/+1 counter on them. You also get to learn, which gives us a sideboard learn package of Firebending Lesson as removal, Origin of Metal Bending as protection, and Abandoned Attachments as an additional oomph for filtering. It's only one more card seen than casting First Day of Class with the Rummage effect, but you do get an extra instant or sorcery, which matters because Seize the Storm is your payoff, your major payoff, creating an elemental token with tokens power and toughness equal to the number of instant and sorcery cards in your graveyard, plus the ones with Flashback, Yone, and Exile. The JUKE plan. So this deck can struggle versus blue decks because blue decks have the card Hydroblast. Now, Siri80, who created this specific list, they 5-0'd with it today, and they said they didn't even get to try out the JUKE plan, so here we are doing it for them. We're bringing in Gruul Turf, Boarding Party, and Annoyed Altisaur as a 9-card package, taking out 4 Desperate Ritual, 4 Crossover Collaboration, 1 First Day of Class, which means that against blue decks, we make a bunch of land drops, and then we cast 2-for-1s. 2-for-1, 2-for-1. It's going to be awesome. I tried this out in Solitaire, and it's really a lot. It's quite easy to cast Boarding Party with the Cascade, with the cost reducers being in play, but it's not quite as easy to cast Annoyed Altisaur, so we'll see how that goes. I'm really excited. I want to Timmy people down. I will see you in the matches. This video is brought to you by Card Market, Europe's largest TCG marketplace. Unplugged Gaming in Manlius, New York is having their first ever Pauper 1K. This is a $30 entry that starts at 1 p.m. on August 15th. 70% of the entries will go straight to prizes up to a 64-player cap. Just outside of Syracuse, New York, this event is going to be sweet. Round 1, we're on the play. I'm a Storm deck. I like to be on the play. Reverse Captain Comey. So I have Sandstone Needle to cast a Reckless Impulse. I have multiple lands. I have a Reducer. We have no rituals, but this seems strong enough. We'll start on the needle and pass it over. See what our opponent's up to. The Seize the Storm in our opener is medium. They're playing Burn. What kind of Burn? They play Voldair and Epicure on turn 1. So, alright, let's play Crevice. I think I'm passing. On turn 3, I can double Reckless Impulse. Plays a Mountain. Plays Rally at the Hornburg. Okay, so they're going to be coming out the gate quickly. I need to find some mana. We're at 16 already. We find First Day of Class. Cast Reckless Impulse. There's a Manamorphose. I'll play the Sandstone Needle and pass the turn. I was considering playing the Mountain, but I think untapping with 7 mana is going to be quite good. That allows me to potentially First Day of Class to protect my Thornscape Familiar. They're tapping out, casting a Rally at the Hornburg. This is 5 damage coming in. So they don't think I can get there, huh? Little did you know. Combo time. Play Thornscape Familiar. We'll cast a Reckless Impulse. We find another Thornscape, so we'll go Manamorphose. Red, green. Play Thornscape. Having this Desperate Ritual in hand is pretty strong. Let's cast Glimpse the Impossible. Okay, Seething Song. Crossover Collaboration with Teamwork. We get to draw 2 cards, or put 2 into exile, but make a mana. Cast Reckless Impulse. Alright, so I think I have First Day of Class and then Abandoned Attachments. We don't have Water Bending in the list. Cast Abandoned Attachments. Discard the Woodlot. And that's all she wrote. So each of these costs 3 mana. I have 3, 4, 5 mana. This costs 3, right? I have 3 mana. Plus another 2 is 5 mana. So I think I guess I Desperate Ritual now. And the next turn I can hardcast the Seize the Storm. So I'll go Desperate Ritual, Seize the Storm. I did cast a Glimpse. So that means that I have some tokens that are going to be 1/2s. Donk. We'll get in for 12. Make some tokens. I guess just one token. I could be dead. Oh no. I do have a 12/12. My other Season Storm will not have haste. Their list, because it's full of draw twos, it has a strong starting power, but sometimes can be difficult to close the game out. So if they Bushwhacker, they'll attack in, and I can block 2 of their attackers and take 8. I'm probably just blocking as much as I can and then sending it back immediately. I don't see why not. They get in. This is 5 damage. We block and block. Take 3, going to 8. And my spawn's still alive too, which is helpful. Next turn, when I untap, I can play the Mountain from Exile, cast Seize the Storm. I'll have a 13 power Trampler plus a 2/1 and a 1/2. Don't know if they can deal 8 damage. They could if they had Bolt, Bolt, Fire Blast, of course. They concede. Even better. So we have Weather the Storms to bring in, but I don't know what to cut. This is not my main list. Go to card view. So I think, we could trim on crossover because it's medium, but it's nice that it's an instant. I think cutting 1 Seize the Storm is probably okay. They'll likely have relics though. And then I'll cut 1 crossover. No, we have 18 lands, huh? Maybe I just cut the Gruul Turf and submit. All right. This hand is lacking green mana, but it's got everything else. So I'm going to keep. On turn 3, we could Glimpse the Impossible, make some spawns, create, all right, then maybe draw into some green mana to put on the table, and then try to storm off on the next turn. Our opponent leads on a Tomb Raider after mulliganing to 6. We find another familiar. Not amazing. They play Mountain. They'll put me to 16, attacking him for 2. I guess they're leaving up removal. No, they play Volden and Epicure. 3 cards in hand. I'll play Mountain. They're discarding a Mountain. Okay, they have 3 damage come in. I go to 12. They're not doing anything, so this means maybe they have 8 damage in Gal Blasts. We draw another Glimpse. I'll Glimpse the Impossible. Wow. We found literal nothing. Play Mountain. And I will pass. We'll just stick a spawn in front of a Goblin. I really hope they do not have a sweeper here. They play Rally at the Hornburg. 2 cards in hand. I'll block 1. I'm at 9. Any green mana. I have a Ren's Resolve. Sacrifice the spawns, cast a Glimpse. We found green mana now. So play the Woodlot, and then hope I'm not dead. I'll put both of the spawns in front of their creatures this coming turn. I'll be at 7. So I would be dead to double Galvanic. They have another Rally. Is there a Bushwhacker in my future? I'm hoping not. Take it in. I block and block. I'm at 5. I'm ready. They don't have it? Oh, how do they not have it? Okay, Goblin and Archimancer. What is my plan? I'll cast the Ren's Resolve. They Galvanic Blast my creature. I think I just Weather the Storm? I have 3. Storm is 3. Alright, we'll let that occur. We find multiple rituals. Oh no! I should have weathered in response. That stinks. Do I have enough? No, I don't have enough to Seize the Storm. That was really bad for me. I should have just weathered right then, but I punted. Because then this turn... Alright, well, 5, 6, 7. It's not enough. What a punt. Cast the weather. Alright, your turn. Take it in. Back to 10. So we have a Woodlot. Let's see. They probably kill my creature, right? We can cast Desperate Ritual. Play Thornscape Familiar. I think I just go... Play the Thornscape. If I cast Desperate Ritual right now... Is there any way that I can make excess mana? Doesn't seem like it. This is not great. So I guess if they don't have an instant, I'm in a good spot. Thornscape. Desperate. Okay. Seething Song. Cast a Desperate Ritual. Woodlot. Cast a Seize the Storm. And then cast Weather Storm. Boing. Alright, I have a 13/13 again. That did not feel that powerful. Alright, let's see how it goes. We can block their 2/2 with the Thornscape, I guess. Everything kills the Thornscape at this point. If they have a relic, then my elemental is basically kaput. It would be a 1/1. Back to 28. I think I would be in a much better position if I just weathered earlier. Alright, well, block. And block. Do you have it? They have the relic, my creature's dead. They don't have the relic. Thornscape Familiar. We have no loots in the deck, right? So I'll play the Crevice, attack in for 13. They can see it. How do we win? I'll see you in round 2. Thanks for watching. Did you know you could get sideboard guides on patreon.com/Kalikaiz? And did I mention you can get early access to videos on the YouTube page in the membership section? And if you like these videos, make sure to like and subscribe. We're here in round 2. There's a lot of options with this hand. Only one card draw spell. We do have a cost reducer. This slow hand is not going to do it now. So, what's my plan? I think I have to play the Woodlot first. Cruel Turf, really bad right now. They play a Tomb Raider and an Inventor's Axe. So this is the Axe Red deck. They probably are going to have a burn spell on the next turn. They're getting in for 5, so I think I have to Reckless. Feels reckless of me, though. Ha! Seething Song. Okay. We'll cast Reckless Impulse. Alright. Combat. Send it to you. So I can use First Day of Class to protect my Goblin and Archimancer. They cast a Reckless Impulse. Finds a Burning Tree. Okay, now I'm in business. Because I can protect my Goblin and Archimancer. Play land. We'll play a Goblin and Archimancer. We'll cast a Desperate Ritual. They don't have anything. Cast Manamorphose. We'll go red-green. I'm surprised they just let the Desperate resolve. Now they're going to kill it? Okay, First Day of Class. Get my protection spell from the sideboard. Origin of Metal Bending. We're going to right-click, cast, put a counter on my creature, make it indestructible. Alright, that fizzles. We'll make red-green. Red-green. Finding a Seething Song. We'll pop off the Seething Song. I have 6 mana now. One of it's green. Cast a Glimpse the Impossible. Looking for more card draw spells. Finding a Ren's Resolve. Not that good, but these Woodlots will be 1/2s. Okay, we have Thornscape Familiar. We'll just play the Thornscape Familiar, and then I'll attack you with my 3/2. Bonk. And then I get some 1/2s. The 1/2s, maybe they just double block the Epicure, but double block the Tomb Raider. I'm thinking I'm going to stick my Narcomancer in front of the Tomb Raider and I don't know, a 1/2 in front of the Epicure, and then make them have more interaction. They discarded a mountain to the blood token. They play out a mountain, which just fizzles so hard when you're only drawing 2 cards. That's why I like Electric Revelation, because it draws 4 cards. Block and block. I don't really need the cost reducer anymore. Do you have a sweeper? Oh, they can still play Burning Tree Emissary this turn. Plays the Burning Tree. Maybe I will rip a card draw spell. You never know. Another Burning Tree Emissary. Oh no. But that's it. We did find a card draw spell. I'll start with, I guess, the Ren's Resolve. Oh, nice. So we can Desperate Ritual. We have Seize the Storm and Exile. Currently costs 3. So I can just cast the Seize the Storm for 3 mana. Boink. Big creature. 11/11. I guess maybe I could have... Yeah, well, I punted there. Because I could have cast Seize the Song 2. I'll have an additional 4/5 mana. Cast the other Seize the Storm for a 2-turn clock. So, yeah, that was not great. We will pick up the mountain. I got a little in my head there. I just wasn't paying enough attention. So, did you catch that mistake before I did? They cast Ren's Resolve, or Reckless Impulse, finding Epicure and a Bushwhacker. They play out an Epicure. Then they're going to whack. No whacking. Okay. I'm at 8. We'll go Narcomancer, Seething Song. I think I'm going to cast with Teamwork, where we will crossover Collaborate. Gives me an additional mana. We only have 4 attackers anyway. If I find a First Day of Class, they're toast, but I did not find a First Day of Class. So Seize the Storm, and then play out the Needle. And I think I don't attack because I have Lethal next turn. Attacking for 26 trample damage. Send it over. Oh no! They had a Galvanic. So if they have another Galvanic, I'm dead, huh? What did you draw? They discard. Now they cannot draw a Galvanic Blast. It's always weird when the games versus burn come down to being on like turn 6 and we're just staring at each other. We win game 1. I'll take it. So we'll cut the turf and 1 Seize the Storm and bring in 2 Weathers. Submit. Okay. Opponent has mulligan to 6. We're on the draw. We've got 2 lands. We can take our time a little bit. We don't have green again. Keeps happening. So we could potentially just slam the Reckless on turn 2 and try to draw into a green source. Be it the Manamorphose or something. Their deck is like, no 1-drop. That means they must have multiples of their Burning Trees. We play land 2. Here comes the Burning Tree. How many do you have? That's 1 and a Rally. It's not good, but it's not the actual worst that could happen. We find a Manamorphose. So I could Desperate Ritual, Morphos, green, a Narcomancer, Weather. I think I'm going to play land and Reckless, finding a Woodlot and a Glimpse. Okay, opponent casts a Reckless Impulse. Plays out an Epicure. They have a Lightning Bolt that they can cast. They get in for 4. So I have Mountain. I can green. Doesn't make sense. I can Desperate Ritual, 3 mana, 4 mana, green. I'm at 11. I think this Glimpse is just gone. I'll play the Woodlot out. And then I think I will just hold up my Morphos into Weather. They will attack for 5. Then they have Bolt. Maybe it's not good enough. They have 2 cards in hand plus the Bolt. They attack for 5. Puts me to 6. Plays the Lightning Bolt. I have to just take it. So if they have 2 instants, I'm toast. They don't have 2 instants. Play Mountain. I'll play Goblin and Archomancer. They discard a Mountain. Let's cast Desperate Ritual. They're trying to play around the Weather Storm that I have. I'm trying to draw 2 Weather Storms, so I don't have to play around. Have them play around it. Well, Manamorphose. Red, green. Play Thornscape. Teamwork the Thornscape. We're trying to find lethal or another. We're going to cross over with Teamwork, tapping the Narcomancer. If we can find a second Weather Storm, then it should be fine. But we haven't yet. Let's cast Glimpse the Impossible. First day of class. We'll Manamorphose. Make red. If I can find another creature, I have a Seething Song, so I'll cast Seething Song. Cast Friend's Resolve. First day of class doesn't get me too much. Another Manamorphose. Let's cast Reckless Impulse from Exile. Try to make this bigger so we can see it. I have 5 mana. Storm is a lot. Storm is 11. Reckless again. Looking for another creature so I can cast. Okay, there's a second Weather, so it's over. All right, Morphos. We'll go red-green. Morphos again. Red. We'll cast. Right now this costs 3 mana. Or 5. Okay, so first day of class. Grab Firebending. First day of class. Grab attachments. Cast the attachments. Fetch the Firebending lesson. I'm going to Glimpse and see if I can find creature. Still no creature. Found a Seething Song though. Seething Song. Oh, I have double Seize the Storm now. Okay. Still gonna just Ren's Resolve. Storm is 20. There we go. Play the Thornscape Familiar. And then I will Collaborate. They have 2 cards in hand. Teamwork on the Thornscape. So I'm trying to present lethal while holding Weather the Storm open. We have an Archomancer. I can keep the 2 green open, so I'll just play an Archomancer. Then I'll play both the Seize the Storms from Exile, attack in for lethal, and then respond to their bolts with my Weather Storms. Seize the Storm. But the thing is, like, I guess the Weather Storm was good here. It's hard to tell. I have a 25 power creature, and now I have another one. They're both 26 power. 25. Combat. Attack for a billion. This is just like my safety net here. Double Weather. Looking at 3 life. 2 cards in hand. And who knows, maybe they had it and they were just afraid to do it. Or, I mean, the way they were acting, they probably only had 1 instant. I would be surprised if they had 2 instants and they just like held off just in case. Ooh, okay, they did have it. They're asking if I had Weather. I guess they only had the 1 instant. Sorry. But it said, we'll watch your videos to mask the pain. Well, thank you to Wooey. Well, and good luck in the next leagues for you. We're on to round 4 or 3. We're here in round 3 on the draw. I want to play games that are fast, but I also want to Cascade. We haven't had an opportunity to do that yet. Okay, so I think I keep this. If they're a fast deck, we can Needle, Woodlot, Friends Resolve. They're a slow deck. They're a blue deck. I'll play the Needle. We have that sideboard plan ready. I'm excited. They play out another Fjord. We'll play out a Woodlot. Send it over. Versus a blue deck, we want to take as many turns of playing lands as we possibly can. They grabbed an island. I think they're probably blue-red Scred. That's my read, because they would have not. They probably would have gotten a different, like the Jeskai land. Normally, they don't usually put 2 Fjords in play. Well, they are Jeskai. Unfortunate. Jeskai I've found to be pretty tough, but we'll just chill. Land go. They play planes. Land and go. They've got an end step. Union of the third path gains them 6 life, and they draw a card. They cycle a Lorien Revealed, getting an island. They play the island. On my turn, I play a land. We have 2 familiars now. I think maybe it makes sense to cross over on their end step. Opponent plays Augur of Bolus. They find a Preordain. Will they cast it? They would leave up just Counterspell. Okay, they cast it. Seems like a risk, but we don't have any mana. Cast Crossover. No teamwork this time. We find Ren's Resolve and Hickory Woodlot. Okay. I mean, I could just cast that, but they're so down. They're down to not very much mana here. So I think I want to try to take an action. We'll play a Narcomancer. Play Thornscape Familiar. Let's see if they have Counterspell. All right, Thornscape Familiar. If they don't have Counterspell, they probably have a Scred to take out the Narcomancer. Here we go. So I'm looking to fade a Raven Charm. We'll cast Ren's Resolve, finding a Narcomancer. I can sacrifice my land, play the Anarchomancer, cast Glimpse the Impossible, draw 3. Yes. Okay. Combo time. Boom. Seething Song. Let's draw 3. I like doing that. That's my favorite thing. Let's draw another 3. Yes. Seething Song. This is so fun. I don't know. People say the deck should be banned. I'm just over here having a good time. I'm just casting spells. Storm is 11. Nothing's wrong. Old Manamorphose. We'll make green, I guess. Play the Thornscape. I probably shouldn't have played that Thornscape. I expected there to be more crossovers that I would be casting. Opponent may have a Thraben Charm. Can't really do very much about that, though. Let's play Reckless Impulse. If they had a Thraben Charm, why didn't they Thraben Charm me before? That's the question. Ren's Resolve. Okay. We have multiple Seas of Storms. Play another Reckless Impulse. There's a crossover. So I'll Manamorphose. Using the green that I had floating, making red. We'll cross over. Teamwork on one of my creatures that has Summoning Sickness. Looking for that first day of class. Or Desperate Rituals. Cast Manamorphose. Or Ren's Resolve, sorry. Okay, there's the first day of class. Let's Morphose. Now, this list here is not playing... It's not playing Quench. Quench would be pretty good here. Because it looks like they might be holding onto a haze or something. We'll go red-green. There's another Seeds of Storm. We'll cast first day of class. I mean, I don't know what to do. Get 3 creatures in play. I think I take the Abandoned Attachments. Cast Abandoned Attachments. Discard the Thornscape. If they have Ethereal Haze, I'm going to be so sad. We'll collaborate. Ooh, okay. Let's splice the Desperate Ritual. If they have Ethereal Haze, it's going to be pretty bad. We'll teamwork. The collaboration. Draw some cards. We have all 3 Seas the Storms. That's Ren's Resolve. I should not go any further, probably. Let's resolve. Desperate Ritual. Splicing. And then cast first day of class. I'm going to grab the Firebending Lesson so that if they have Archaeomancer, they can't do too much with it. We'll Desperate Ritual again. And then cast Seas of Storm for 2 mana. Cast Seas of Storm for 2 mana. They're not conceding. They probably have something. Cast Seas of Storm. Cost me 4 mana. Cast the Seas of Storm. Then I think I'm just going to Reckless an attack for 120. Opponent has the Ethereal Haze. Oh, that's brutal. This is why you play Quench in your sideboard. Did you see how long they waited? Mean. Alright, well, we have a lot of power and toughness. Then they Ephemerated. Revealing an Ephemerate? Brutal. Maybe they just won't have the Archaeomancer. I'm holding the Firebending for the Archaeomancer. Ephemerate's on the Augur. Plays Archaeomancer. Goes for the Haze. That sucks. I can't believe we're losing this. And now in the sideboard, we don't have pyroblasts. They can just combat lock us. Gross. All right, land, attack. Yep, 2 times. They fog locked me. This is just terrible. They crack their landscape. They just have the 1 Ephemerate, right? So I can just try to respond to their Ephemerate by Firebending. They went for it anyway. Killed that creature. Passed the turn. Maybe they forgot what was happening. They were too confident. They don't have another Archaeomancer, and I somehow win. They preordain. The desperation preordain. They got a little too greedy. Please. Please. Let's see what happens. I mean, if they have another Archaeomancer, I can't win anymore. Plays Aggro Bolus. They are dead. Yeah. No way. Counterspell. That doesn't do it. Yes. So greedy. Love it. That was amazing. Okay. Oh, why do I have two different arts of... I have two different arts of Altisaur? That stinks. All right, so we need Gruul Turf. Altisaur. Altisaur, Altisaur, Altisaur. Boarding parties. I think we're bringing in the Flaring Pain. Then we are cutting on all the rituals. And the Seething Song. No, the Seething Songs are staying. We're removing all the crossover collabs. I think actually we're at 62. We'll cut one first day of class, one Anarchman. No, we wanted to cut the Thornscape because the Anarchomancer, that's tough. I think I want to cut the Thornscape since the Anarchomancer also reduces the Altisaur. But I'm kind of disappointed in my choice of arts there for the Altisaur. I'm pretty hyped. I hope you're hyped. I want to see how this goes. I can't wait. Oh, it's going to be like Pyroblast. And I'm going to be like, I don't know, I have a Dino. His hand doesn't do it. Mulligan, not enough lands. This one's got lands. I'll get rid of one Seething Song. We'll play a Woodlot. They play a land and pass. I'll play a land and I will pass. I was surprised to see double Volatile Fjord into being a Jeskai Ephemerate. They grab their planes on their turn, play out an island, holding up that famous counterspell. I'll play a Crevice. They play an island. I'll play a Crevice. I wonder if the Who's the Beatdown should be like they're the beatdown because I have the inevitability, but maybe they feel like they have the inevitability. If they have all reactive spells and all I have to do is play land, then there's nothing for them to react to and they're sitting there doing nothing with their mana. Land go. I guess what they need is some end step cards, but they probably also are expecting me to have Pyroblast. They cycle Lorien Revealed, getting a Floodplain, increasing the blue count in play. Play another tap land and pass the turn. Opponent's turn. Plays Fjord. Ooh, they're taking an action. Playing Goblin or an Archaeomancer to get Lorien Revealed. Okay, so what do? I think I'm going to try the Anarchomancer. Play the Mountain. I'll try Ren's Resolve. Play another one. They don't have anything. I'll Manamorphose. We're looking for some spells to cast. Red. There's a boarding party. Cast Reckless Impulse. Anarchomancer again. I guess I'm trying the Anarchomancer. Try Seething Song. Try another Seething Song. I'll attempt a boarding party. Yeah! Here comes the pirates. Cascade. Glimpse the Impossible. Nice. Find Altisaur. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Alright, we'll Metamorphose. Oh yes. No response. We'll go red-green. We're doing things. The opponent is flabbergasted. Flabbergasted, I say. They scred a Archaeomancer. Alright, no response. Incredible. We'll go green-red. Another Altisaur. This one costs 6. I have 7 mana. Let's cast the Reckless Impulse first. I don't even know what's happening out there. Another Reckless Impulse. Okay. This Seize the Storm is next turn. We'll cast Ren's Resolve. It's truly incredible. I can first day of class. I have 5 mana, 6. I have 7 mana. So I can crack my land, cast first day of class, cast the Altisaur. Seems worth it. Crack my land. I think I'll put the Altisaur on the stack. We'll go Altisaur, hold control. Okay, try. Hold control, Altisaur. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cast first day of class. In response, grab the Firebending. Cascade. Seething Song. Fantastic. Amazing. Okay. And then I will go Altisaur on the stack. Bam. Hits the table. I will attempt Firebending or Anarchomancer. So they either have Ephemerate or they have Haze. If they have Haze, their Archaeomancer's dead. If they have Ephemerate, they're dead. They have Ephemerate. Amazing. Seize the Storm. Blast. Yes. This was the greatest. Totally worth it. That was amazing. Blap. Oh, okay. All right, okay, on to round 4. Coming off the high, we're on round 4. I'm on the play. This hand is reasonable. We'll keep me. We have a Ren's Resolve off the Sandstone Needle to draw cards. We can pop it off early if we're in trouble, but we usually want to wait a little bit. I would probably play it on turn 3. We have a Ren's Resolve. Orochi Mario plays Contaminated Aquifer. I have the feeling they are playing fairies. We'll play Woodlot, pass the turn. Opponent plays out an island. I would love to just draw some lands here. We draw Gruul Turf. Okay, play the Gruul Turf. We pick up the Woodlot. That's a great land to draw because now I can cast the Ren's Resolve without having any use of my depletion counters. They flash in a Spell Stutter Sprite, or they can, okay, cast and abandon attachments, discarding Ice Tunnel. They're playing a Dimir Terror deck, most likely, with abandoned attachments as an ability to discard a Sneaky Snack and return it to the table so that the snack comes back. Mario plays an island. I'll play my land and pass the turn. That Gruul Turf really bridged me some land drops. I love that. They brainstorm. We don't have a reducer. We do have double Seize the Storm, so I can make some big tokens. Just keep plopping some 6/6s on the table, and how are they going to deal? They have to have infinite snuff outs. After brainstorming, they mental noted milling an angler and a snacker. They can bring back the snacker this turn, most likely. They ponder, no shuffle. Mental note, return the snack. I guess I have to start casting Ren's Resolves. They still have 7 cards in hand. Mean. Alright, I'll attempt the Ren's Resolve. They let it resolve. Play out Geothermal Crevice. Pass. We found First Day of Class in Seize the Storm, or Seething Song, which isn't that good. I guess we can start with the Seething Song, and then try the Glimpse. They're doing some cantripping. Some cycling of the Lorien Revealed. Reveals an island. I don't know if the Cascade plan is going to be good versus this deck. Like, I guess so. Big creatures. They get in for 2, I'll go to 18. Will they discard a hand size or play a threat? They play an island. And it's Larian Terror. And it's Larian Terror. It's Larian Terror. The meanest. Attempt Seething Song. Attempt a Glimpse. So at least this can give me some blockers. Whoa! That's a lot of Thornscape Familiars. Okay. Thornscape. Play another Thornscape. I will attempt a Manamorphose in response to the Snuff Out here. And they will Spell Pierce. Alright, so let's cast First Day of Class. We'll get Metal Bending for a future turn, I suppose. Thornscape on the table. Snuff Out again. Opponent is a fan of snuffing. Snuff everything. We're going to take 12 and go to 5. No, 4. Okay. How much does it matter if I block? If I block, I think I block. I'm at 11. They play a card. Another Abandoned Attachments. Plays Angler, okay. They have 1 card in hand. We have a crossover collaboration. So I have 8 mana. 9, 10 mana. I can just go Seething Song, Seize the Storm, Seize the Storm. We'll attempt a Seething Song. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What if they have another Spell Pierce? Try Glimpse. Okay, play Desperate Ritual. Sandstone Needle. Seize the Storm. They just have Counterspell. Oh, god dang. Okay. So we lose. Good times. I'm really surprised they were able to hold on to the Counterspell that long, but Orochi Mario knows what they're doing. We'll bring in the Cascaders. I don't have a lot of hope here because of Snuff Outs, but we gotta do what we can. We will get rid of Desperate Ritual and the Crossover Collabs and 1 First Day of Class. At least it's easy. Okay, on the play. We have lands. Keep. I also have the boarding party, so I can go. If they tap out, well, they probably have Snuff though. Play the Needle. I need some lands. Because I could go a Narcomancer Seething Song boarding party on turn 3. They have nothing, but they are a Hydroblast deck, and I don't think they would not hold up Hydroblast. Play the Woodlot. One Brainstorms. They also drew an Altisaur. More lands would be great. They play an island, so that's Counterspell mana, Hydroblast mana. We find lands. Find Altisaur. So I guess we try a Reckless Impulse, and then they Hydroblast, and then I play Goblin Narcomancer. So I have to hope they have no Hydroblasts, or Snuff Outs, or anything. Nothing, please. Brainstorm, looking for another Hydroblast. What? They conceded. Amazing. Thank you. I cannot believe you conceded there, but I'll take it. Wow. Okay. We're back. We're back in action. I just got to draw more lands next time. They didn't even see what I was doing, but they clearly had no black lands and there's just a bunch of removal in their hand. That was crazy. I can't believe that happened. Okay, this time we have a much better land base. Go land. Try Reckless. Opponent leads on an island. Mountain. Your turn. I would really just laugh so much if this was the truth and this was how you win. A cycle for an Aquifer. Ponder from the opponent. We can go land Morphos. Play land Morphos and play an Archomancer. Feels medium. The boarding party. I guess it's worth it because it uses one of their snuff outs. Red, green, an Archomancer on the table. They're pondering. No shuffle. They play island. Use a removal spell of a cast down. Okay. We're just trying to draw lands. Play Reckless Impulse. Play Grill Turf. We'll pick up the mountain. Opponent's like, what? So next turn, if this Seething Song resolves, we get to cast the boarding party. It probably won't resolve. They cast a Nile Spellbomb. Okay. Play land. Attempt a Seething Song. Counterspell. Fair enough. You shouldn't counter. Okay. They countered. My poor boarding party. Then they crack the Nile Spellbomb. They see what's up. They see the writing on the walls now. Oh no. In 2 turns, if I find lands, I can start casting dinosaurs. Opponent will cast a Tolarian Terror. Not good. And then another Tolarian Terror. So the clock is bad for me. We'll go Reckless Impulse. And then cast another Reckless Impulse. Play Hickory Woodlot from exile. I think I just play both of these Glimpses to try to get creatures on the board to block with. I might just die. I can't simply cast a creature. They get in for 10. They cycle a Lorien Revealed while attacking. I'm at 10 life. 3 cards in their hand. They're going to play an Angler. This doesn't feel like it's going to work out for me. 2 cards left. I'll attempt a Glimpse. And I will attempt another Glimpse. Both of the Glimpses resolve. So I can play the Sandstone Needle now. From exile. Okay. Get a bunch of creatures. I will block 2 creatures. Block and block. They cycle a Lorien Revealed. Finding an Aquifer. Okay, let's see if this Anarchomancer will resolve. That resolved. So I'm thinking play the Woodlot. And then we'll go 1 sacrifice. Doot. Cast the Annoyed Altisaur. Full control. Cast first day of class. Then I'm going to grab the Metal Bending if this first day of class resolves. Metal Bending. So I want this Altisaur to have a 6 toughness. Ooh, Thornscape Familiar. Nice. Okay. Counterspell. Okay. You got me. So they're getting in. Block. I don't know how I survived this. They have a Murmuring Mystic. I'm super dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cast a boarding party. Cast a Seize the Storm. Okay. But they've got another counterspell. Spell Pierce. I mean, fine. I'll pay for the Spell Pierce. Yes. I have a 10-10. I have a 6-3. This Origin Metal Bending not doing anything right now. I'll play the Woodlot and pass. I'm going to die to these birdies. Going to die. They're just sending in the team. Block. I'll take 2 going to 3. I have a 10-10. Can I win? I'll cast a boarding party. Another Seize the Storm? No way. Okay. Sandstone Needle. So I think I just pass. Do I attack? Maybe I attack with my 11 power creature? Yeah. No way. They cycle a Suffocating Fumes. No, is this working? Guys. Oh man. Oh, we win the match. What? That was cool. Okay, we're 4-0. Let's see what happens. Okay, round 5. I'll keep. I mean, if we need to race, we can go Desperate Seething, Seize the Storm. One is on Affinity, it looks like, or Jund. We'll lead on a Needle. And then I think we play the Woodlot. I don't really want to discard to hand size. Looks to be Affinity. Plays an Ichor Wellspring. We'll play a Woodlot. Pass the turn. Now, I was told that we want to use this sideboard plan versus Jund as well, so we're going to try it. Maybe Affinity. Just big stuff. I don't know about Affinity, though, because Perk Toxin is a problem. I don't know. Nile Spellbomb. Maybe this is a way of getting around Nile Spellbombs. We'll play out a Crevice. Want to miss their third... No. Yeah, I mean, they missed their third land drop. It is Grixis Affinity. So what do I want to do here? Another first day of class. I guess I will cast the Crossover Collaboration. Finding a Reckless. A Glimpse. Guess I will attempt this Reckless Impulse. If I can find a cost reducer, things can happen. We don't have to discard in hand size. We have a Hickory Woodlot. One thing I can do here is splice this Desperate Ritual for... I'll have a bunch more mana. They Thoughtcast. Plays Refurbished Familiar. So I suppose I'm discarding my Gruul Turf. They're holding open Galvanic Blast. There's another Refurbished Familiar. So I will discard my first day of class. Plays a Mirror Enforcer. Reducer would be great. I think I have to try to win here, but I don't know how I can win without a reducer. If I sacrifice my Crevice and the Sandstone Needle, I can make 6 mana with the Desperate Ritual. We're doing it. We'll splice the Desperate Ritual. And then I'll use the green mana from the Woodlot and Glimpse. Come on, we missed again. Okay, so I have 7 mana. We'll Glimpse again. 1, 1, 2. 20. Find a reducer. Things are good. Play the Thornscape. We'll Metamorphose. Red, green. Morphos again. We'll make red, red. Cast the Ren's Resolve. I'm pretty light on mana. If I can find another reducer, I'd be in a good spot. I don't have a reducer. I have Glimpses. Okay, cast Seething Song. I think it's better to cast double Ren's Resolve than a single Glimpse, because it's more cards for the same amount of mana. Another Reckless Impulse. We have 4 mana. Another Ren's Resolve. It's combo time, but it's so sketchy. But not anymore, because we found the Thornscape Familiar. Yes, everything is fine. So maybe... I don't think this other Thornscape Familiar is going to matter from an attacking standpoint. I'm just going to play it. Cast Seething Song. Then I will Glimpse. We're looking for a Narcomancer. There we go. Land. We'll Metamorphose. We'll make green, green. And then I will cast first day of class. Grab my Metal Bending. Play the Narcomancer. Boom. Blow the crud out of the Nile Spellbomb. They'll lose a bunch of stuff, but I have multiple Seas of Storm, so it's not that big of a deal. Okay. All good. Seething Song. We'll Glimpse. We will Collaborate. Tapping the Thornscape. Allows me to play another Thornscape. I also have Desperate Rituals to splice. Nice. Man, having Desperate Ritual in hand to splice is so much better. Let's Desperate Ritual again. This is my last Desperate Ritual now, so I can feel free to just spew that off. Reckless, Reckless. 10 mana floating. First day class. We will grab the abandoned attachments, convert the Woodlot into 2 fresh cards. Another Seas of Storm. So we'll just go Desperate Ritual. Green. Thornscape. Now we have triple Seas of Storm. That's 1, 2, 3. And the rest of them cost 3 mana. So we'll play one more. Then we'll play one more. It's pretty fun when you have 5 16/16s on the table attacking. Yeah. We win the game. Ooh, nice. I wonder if I should sideboard into the Altisaur plan. Let's see if Siri will respond. You know what? I decided that I'm here to party. So I'm bringing in the boarding parties. I'm bringing in the Altisaurs. And I'm just going to see what happens. Because why not? Why, after all, why shouldn't I? I've come this far. It would be pretty amazing if I could make this happen. I mean, we won a 2-for-1. We wanted to slap stuff on the table. That was really cool. Well, I'll keep. We have the Thornscape. We have Reckless Impulse. Our opponent's going to lead on Blood Fountain. Play Needle. So one thing is, I guess I could turn 3 Seething Song into Annoyed Altisaur, which is not terrible. They play Mistfall Bridge. Maybe my Seething Songs won't be quite as good. I'll play my Woodlot and pass. The bridge means they could use Hydroblast, but they don't have red to kill my Familiar. Now they have red. Let's see if my Narcomancer resolves. It does resolve. Play Familiar. Seething Song. Okay. Glimpse. Need green, green. Oh, yes. Metamorphose. Green, green. 3, 4, 5, 6. Cast Altisaur. Cascade. Cast a Narcomancer. We're on the table. I got a 6-5. Was it worth it? I don't know. It was fun though. Please don't just kill everything with the correct clan shaman. Please. Don't do it. Replace the Synod. Refurbish Familiar. That's going to get rid of my Woodlot, I guess. I still have enough mana to cast another Altisaur. The Altisaur currently costs 5. No! Why would you do such a thing? I probably should have discarded the Familiar. Will they wipe their entire board? Wow. Okay. They want to kill the Altisaur, I guess. Altisaur's going to die. They're trying to figure out which land to save. They choose to kill the Refurbished Familiar. Affinities are going to be able to recover from this. Find a land. I can just cast Reckless Impulse. Oop. And then they have a counterspell, because, of course. Plays a land. I guess I'm looking for lands. Boarding party. Get this party started. Boarding party. Cast a Seize the Storm. That's silly. Right now it's pretty big, but not for long. Bop. Take 6. They have a Refurbished Familiar. I will discard the Altisaur. Looks like we're attacking for 12. I thought this plan was pretty fun, and I'm going to do it again, but we got pretty hammered by that Clan Shaman. Now, if my opponent just blocks with a refurb on the Elemental and cracks the Spell Bomb, they won't get to draw a card off the Spell Bomb, but they'll kill this. I'll be down to a 6-3. Okay, they're going to leave me with a 6-3. They can't draw a card. Hopefully they just draw dead for 2 turns in a row, and I win. They're at 8. If I draw 2 depletions in a row, I get to... Okay, they have a Blood Fountain, which, if they get another land, can get back the Krarks and the refurbs and the whatnots. I will attack you for 6. Pretty large amount of damage. I'm trying not to get hyped. My expectation is that we lose. They drew a land. They have 1 card in hand. They crack. They're going to Reckoner's Bargain. Going to not gaining any life. They have to draw a Galvanic Blast. They drew a Thoughtcast. Yes! We win the game! Amazing! Okay, let's go. Attack for lethal. Oh, genius. Pure genius. This was the greatest. I love this so much. I don't know if it's the best. Like I said, I don't know if this is the best, but it was the greatest. I hope you had fun. That's 2 leagues in a row on camera with 5-0s. Absolutely incredible. I will see you in the next video.